Right, we've come to fifth Psalm. Ooh la la. Right, feel good as you come towards the end of your paper. Alright, smile and say, I'm tasting victory. Okay? Now, if x is an integer, show that x over 2 such that x over 2 is this whole thing that's given, find x. Question 5 has got 3 parts. Alright, that's when I'm being mean. My K comes out to tell you, my dear, I need you to do more, but I'm giving you 5 parts, tiny parts. So smile. Alright? So x over 2 is between 4 smaller than 1.69 and here x plus 1 over 2. Now look at this part first and find out. They say x is an integer, bring that up. They said, hey, x, bring this up, 8 square root 1.69. You know 13 times 13 is 169. Alright, 13 times 13 is 169. 1.3 times 1.3 is 1.69. 2 decimal place. 13 times 13 is 169. And then you shift A 1.3, ding ding dong. Alright? So this is, I'm doing this part first, and I said x is smaller than 8 times 1.3 square root of it. So x is going to be less. Multiply 8 times 3, 24, carry up 2, 8 plus 2 is 10. That's one part of the sum. The next part of it, hey, look at that. You got to solve this part. What is that? 4 square root 1.6. I'm going to keep this here in. And that's smaller than x plus 1 over 2. Bring your 2 up. You got an 8. And that's 1.69. It's smaller than x plus 1. The square root of this number is 1.3, right? 8 times 1.3 smaller than x plus 1. Multiply by this, you get 10.4. And bring the 1 over. And you can say, hey, x, 9.4. Alright? This is smaller. So you get 9.4 is smaller than x. What does that tell you? That x, this is smaller. So x is bigger than 9.4. So x is smaller than 10.4, bigger than 9.4. If you draw a number line, hey, this is 0, this is 9.4, 10.4, x is bigger than this, alright, bigger, and x is smaller than this, smaller, smaller from on. What is so x is lying between these two, 9.4 and 10.4. And what's that? Integer value of x. Therefore, your x is equal to 10. Alright, you can see the integer x is equal to 10. That's your answer for this sum. Now, next part of it, my dear. Find the smallest value of x such that 12 over x is smaller than square root x and square root x is smaller than 3.2. Look at that. Alright, this is your A, your 5b, your 12.5 is smaller than root x, and your root x is smaller than 3.2. Look at it. Alright, if I look at this part of it and I said, hey, 12 over 5 is 2 and 2/5. 2/5 is 0.4. It's smaller than x. And if I want to find the square of it, square of 2.4, 2.4 times 2.4, just press that and you square it and you get 5.76. Alright, 24 and 24 is 576, 24 squared. 5.4 is 5.76. What does that tell you? That x is bigger than 5.76. And then you look at this part. Is it square root x? Alright, keep this aside. Square root x, you're smaller than 3.2. Find the square of it. 3.2 times 3.2. Look at it very carefully. You get 10.24, I think. Alright, 3.2 squared. Yes, you get 10.24. Alright, the square of it. So x is lying between 5.76 and 10.24. And the smallest integer value will be very visible, 6. Because it's after 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the integer values that satisfies this. Therefore, x is equal to 6, the smallest integer value. Alright, that satisfies this condition. Look at that. Got it? Good. Now, if you look at C, x is an integer such that 188 is smaller than x cubed. I'm sorry, this is x cubed over 3 and is smaller than 288. Alright? It should be x cubed over 8. If you did that, I'm sorry about that printing error. Human error, lots of printing also. So look at that again. I'm sorry about that. Let's do it together. 188 is smaller than x cubed over 3. And this is between 288. Now look at this part of the sum. 188 times 3 is less than x cubed. Now look, get your 188. Alright. If I were you, sometimes, I would rather break it down, but never mind. 188 times 3, I get 564 is smaller than x cubed. Find the cube root of it. The cube root, I need my glasses on. Alright, cube root, where are you? Where is this cube root? I can't find it. I got that. Okay, alright, cube root of 564. Cube root of 564, and we get 8.262. 8.262. I just want to say that it's about there. And if I cube it, let me see whether I get it right. If I cube it, I find this number to the power of 3. Yes, I get that. So it's 8.6262. Alright, after all, 8 cubed is about 512, right? So this is believable. Now, this means that x is greater than that. And the next part tells us that this is the other part of the story. Alright, so x cubed over 3 is smaller than 288. So bring the 3 up. 288 times 3. 288, put it in, 288 times 3. You get 864, and x cubed is smaller than 864. Find a cube root of it. Alright, and you get 9.524. 9.524. Now you can see, when I write this, x is bigger, alright? If you look at this, I should write it this way. It's bigger, easier to see. When you say that x is smaller, it means that x is bigger than 8.262, and x is smaller than 9.524, and you want an integer value that lies between this value and this value. What do you think it is? 9. That's the only answer that satisfies it. Therefore, look at it. X is equal to 9. They want an integer value. Now, it's not a difficult sum. Alright? It's a cubic function. Linear inequalities can go beyond. When I say linear inequalities, it's just an x. But this is a cubic. So when we talk about inequalities, you can stretch from linear to polynomials. And yet you can find the range. You can solve that inequality. So you look at this cubic function, and then you find out, bring this over, get your range here, bring that over, look at that, get this answer. It must satisfy between this and this, greater than this, smaller than that, and the best answer is x is 9. Alright, my dear, we've come to a range here, a small range of sums where we're given this is asking you to find it. Now, do you feel comfortable? X is between here and you got two ends. This is what you see in inequalities. Do not panic. The thing about inequality is to do it step by step. As I said, the first part, if you look at it and say, alright, this part, what is it? Alright, that's an inequality. Then you take the second part, solve that inequality, put them together and get that strike balance, the strike between the two, what it is asking for. In the second sum, you're given your x to be the center, alright? And they ask you that x, root x, is between these two range. All you need to do is to remove the square root. So you square it, take this part, square it, remove the square root, find that range. Look at this part, square it, find that range. X is between these two, so x is obviously, they want the smallest integer, x will be 6. If they want the greatest integer, x will be 10. Great for this question. And in the third one, just do it step by step, bring it over, bring your tree, find the cube root of it, and that's what it satisfies. X is greater than that. The next part of it, bring your tree, find the cube root of it, x is 9.5, x is lying between these two, so x has to be 9. Alright, my dear, we've done inequalities, alright, and we'll move on to more things. Alright, I hope you get yourself familiar. Look at the practice, look at the techniques of the various sums you've done, because in those working techniques and examples they showed, there are many unique examples. Look at it, master it. With your practice, you are there. Alright? Have a great day. Take care. And remember to rest and relax. Exercise too. Alright, take care. Goodbye.